Good evening and welcome to Adult Conversations on Women Radio 91.7. My name is Sumto Titilayo Ajama. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, Monday, the 24th of October, 2022. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, Monday, the 24th of October, 2022. How are you doing? I hope your day has been lovely. I welcome you to Adult Conversations, where we share real life issues and discuss matters relating to the heart. Here on Adult Conversations, you give all the advice by contributing on the subject matter without judging. Adult Conversations on Women Radio runs every Monday from 6 to 11 p.m. every Monday through Thursday from 6 to 11 p.m. because we are here to break the culture of silence. So if you have a story that you want us to bring to the family of Adult Conversations, then please send in your story. Send in your story to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Tonight on Adult Conversations. My name is Tosan, 40 and an engineer. My youngest sister is 33, single and a hard-working teacher at one of the top private schools in Lekki, Lagos. At a cousin's wedding recently, my other cousin who lived with us for a while and is very close to my sister asked about a particular married man who had been disturbing my sister to be his second wife, and my sister had been refusing. Everyone at the table started advising her to accept the man's proposal because she was getting old. It's been days after the event, and my sister is constantly on the phone with this man. So I think she's going to take their advice. I don't think she really wants this, but I think she's feeling the pressure to be married. I've talked to her about this, but she says I can't understand. What do I do now? Tosan is speaking tonight, and he's saying that his younger sister is the person who he's concerned about tonight in his story. His younger sister is 33, she's single, and she's a hardworking teacher at one of the top private schools in Lekki in Lagos, meaning that she earns a good amount of money. They attended a cousin's wedding recently, and by way of conversation, another cousin who used to live with Tosan and his sister at their family house asked his sister a question about this married man who used to be on her case and that she was refusing. Now, as soon as she asked that question, everyone at the table started advising her that, oh, marry him, or he wants you to be a second wife, just marry him. Her sister had been refusing because she didn't want to be a second wife. And when this other cousin brought it up, and everyone started advising her to take the man's proposal and be his second wife. And now, according to Tosa, it's been days after this cousin's wedding that they went to attend. And his sister is constantly on the phone with this man, this particular man who was on her case, this married man who wants her to be a second wife. Now, Tosa is saying, I think she's going to take the advice. I don't think she really wants this, but she's feeling the pressure to be married. Tosa says he has talked to her about this, but she says he can't understand. What do I do now is what Tosa is asking. So he's asking this to you on behalf of his sister. So what is the advice to Tosa? What is the advice tonight? The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. That's the number to call tonight. You can also send in a text or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. That's the number to call. Then you can also send in a text or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. That's the number to call just in case of anything. All right. If you want to listen live to the program, you can listen live from the website www.wfm917.com. Now, so when you call, remember to keep your volume down to a minimum. Please keep it very low. Thank you. Keep your volume down. When you call, just turn down the volume of your mic, turn it all the way down so that we can actually hear you when you're done and we can know that, okay, our food is ready or my food is ready, you know, that kind of situation. Anyway, the situation here is a bit tricky, and this is because Tosa is saying that his sister is currently now in conversation with this man that she refused his advances because she didn't want to be a second wife. He refused She refused his advances because she didn't want to be a second wife. And now it looks like that is pretty much what she's getting. I know it's a tricky one, but there's really no ghost or anything in this place. We're already done with that. Well, the number to call is 07000 to give Tosa some advice. You know, when women get to 30, when they're like late 20s, early 30s, everyone is asking, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? And then how many people do you want to explain to what exactly is going on? How many people? Yeah, so that's the thing. Some people will know, not everyone would know, and it's not their fault. It's really not their fault. Well, Tosa needs your advice to give to his sister. He needs your advice to give to his sister. The number to call is 07000 917 is the number to call. You can always send in a text or a WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Now, what is the I'm trying to find the right words. What is the thing that makes you in this kind of situation? I've talked about the fact that society encourages this, but what else? What else makes you do something like this? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't be a second wife. I'm saying she initially didn't want to be a second wife. What changed? What changed? So that's what I would like to know. But the question now is, what is your advice to Tosan's sister? That's the person who needs advice. That's the person who needs advice. What is your answer? What is your answer? 07000 is the number to call. 07000 Send in a text or a WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. That's the number to call. You can always call in and tell me what your thoughts on this are tonight. What do you think this does? What do you think the other person does? What do you think? What do you think? Okay. Well, first, let's start with advice for Tosa and his sister. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Thank you for calling. Tell me your name and where you're calling from. Beauty from Ogun State. Okay, thank you very much. All right, please go ahead. What are you? Yes, please go ahead. Hmm, 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 hmm. All right. Thank you so much for calling. This is a bit difficult, and I say this again because Society makes us believe that when women have clocked or when women have gotten to a certain age, they just look very different and they're not beautiful anymore and they're not this, they're not that. But that couldn't be more wrong right now. That couldn't be more wrong. As a matter of fact, I don't even know. I don't even know how to phrase this right now. I don't know how to phrase it. But this is a very sad situation that she finds herself in. And it's because of this situation. It's because, maybe it was taking a long time and there's pressure from different places. And that's why she wanted all that pressure away. And she agreed to this person's proposal. And right now, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I feel for her, but I don't know where to begin. Now, Tosan's sister knows better. She doesn't really want to be a second wife. She really doesn't. She truly doesn't want to be a second wife. But having heard all the plenty talk, it's like everybody's talking about her. It feels like everyone is just focused on her, on her, on her, and it's painful, she particularly because she in this case now, it's not that she doesn't want to get married. It's just that that's not what's happening for her right now. So it will still happen. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. It will still happen. So she's feeling that pressure. And Tosan is watching his sister just possibly walk down the right path. What are your thoughts tonight? What are your thoughts tonight? I don't want to be the only one talking. And I wish that Tosan's sister has, I wish that she's listening. I wish she is listening, and I'm hoping that she is, so that at least we can get some more context of the story and then you can begin to give advice. 07000 is the number to call. 07000 You can also send a text or a WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 073 175 6537. Interesting. Well, that's the number to call. You can call in and talk to us about what you think that Tosa should do. He's literally looking at his sister and he's like, does she really want to be this man's second wife? This is because of all the advice from all the big sisters that we heard yesterday that I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think this is such a great idea. So, what are we supposed to do at this point now? What are we supposed to do? And that question is important because again, she's 33. 33. She's 33. So she's already smack dab in the middle of that point when people are saying, hey, you're not even doing anything, you're not even doing anything. That's that point. And to a large extent, it would be difficult. But Tosan wants to know what to tell his sister. He's a guy, he probably haven't experienced things this way, but maybe this will help to experience things better. Well, the number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 Remember to send a text or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 07 speed 17. All right, I'll take that again. 0703 175 6537. 0706 175 How are you feeling about this? How are you looking at it? What perspective are you taking this story from? What perspective are you looking at this from? Because we're looking at it from Tosin's lens. If you're looking at it from her lens, meaning that she's 33, nothing is happening, and that's why she wants to marry a second wife, a married man, and be a second wife, then I can understand. But let me point out something. There's nothing wrong with being a second wife if that's what you want. There's nothing wrong with being a second wife if that is what your heart desires. And that's the most important thing. So everyone has to live amicably, live together, and make life easy. But it's already not easy, particularly for Tosa. Usually we don't get messages from a guy talking about another woman or something like that. We don't get that kind of post a lot. But in this particular station, it is so important that we speak about because we need to break the culture of silence. So it's so easy. Then, do you agree with society that makes women feel that, oh, at 30 they should start getting ready to marry? They should start getting ready to get married. Do you agree with that point of view? Because it's that point of view that has landed our sister, Tosan's sister, in this point. So, what do you suggest? What advice will you give her tonight? What advice will you put together and say yes, 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 okay? What do you say? How do you say? What do you do? What did you do? The number is on 07000 There are a couple of funny questions here, but there are also a couple of serious ones. So, however it is, you get to answer these questions. So, go ahead and call in and tell me what you think about Tosan's story. Taking me not to end that like I feel like I'm dozing right here. It's right there for the world to see. The interview to 24 minutes past 6 on Women Radio 91.7. This is still Adult Conversations, where we share real life issues and we discuss matters relating to the heart. Tonight's story is one very interesting one, particularly because I don't even know where to begin. It's pretty interesting, and you'll see that as we go on. Tosa is saying, my sister is being pressured to marry. She's basically being pressured to marry, and it's making her consider being a second wife to a married man. It's making her consider being a second wife. And at the end of the day, that is not what she wants, according to Tosa. That's not what she wants. But now, because she was asked about this guy at a wedding by her friend, the question was answered, and now it looks like she's not putting in any effort. She's not nobody's approaching her. It just looks like a curse.